hope you're doing really good, that you're healthy and joyful. I'm here to do Pisces September Tarot 2026. I'll be using a bunch of tarots and oracle. Let's dive in for September. I hope you had an amazing summer, Pisces. Yes. And let's check the vibe with Major Arcana. Rider-Waite Smith will check the recent past and the near future. Osho and Tarot will check consciously and unconsciously what's up with you in September. Oops. Oh boy. There we go. And Divine Connection will check the challenge of the month and the outcome. Pisces, it's a general reading. I always forget to say, but it's a general reading. The energies are not static and it's not connected to your energy either. So if it does resonate, it's fantastic. And if it does not, the energies are not static. So you can absolutely come back. I have subscribers that come mid-month and end of the month and they come back, you know, whatever, because it's a general reading. And also I wanted to say that I have a French channel. And it's not a copy and paste of this one. Therefore, it's complimentary for you. And on this platform now, it's dubbed, it's subtitled, so zero excuses. And it's free. There's no commercial whatsoever on my French channel. And the link is next to my picture. You click, you scroll all the way down, and you click again, and I'll see you there. And of course, subscribe if you want to. All right, Pisces, let's do it. Oh boy, Venus is in the house. Woohoo! Alors, the vibe is the Judgment. So, the vibe is really interesting because there's two things here. Maybe possibly you created something that is absolutely out of the box, out of the ordinary, and some people are looking at you and looking at what you do and they're like, whoa, okay, and maybe possibly they criticize and they judge you. Okay, now it could be you also that is too attached to the look of other people, and it's sort of like a recurrent theme this month in September. Very interesting for the signs, you know. And yeah. All right, recent past, 3 of Wands. Total, okay, what do I do now? I have pretty much everything in my life, but I don't know what to do. I'm sort of afraid to get out of my comfort zone. It's sort of cozy where I'm at, you know. There's a lot of hesitation here. And that's why that Judgment card is here also. Because this angel is really trying to soothe everything. I'm hiding because they're all naked. And so, you know, he's trying to make sure that everybody is fine. And everybody wants the same thing. Because it's also a brand new cycle. It's also this desire to do that. Now, consciously you want to exist, you want to be Venus. So, equilibrium, quality, nourishing. This is exactly what you want, consciously. But are you working to have it, or you just, you know, on the couch and you're like, oh, wow, I would love to be Venus, you know. So, you know, and then unconsciously, you know that A, you're not healed yet, or B, you are on the path of healing, or you want to heal. So you gotta see a professional. There's no other way, Jose. Going to therapy is not for life, guys. Okay? That's what you need to understand also. All right, your challenge of the month is to start a brand new cycle. Start a brand new cycle, a rebirth, etc., etc. That's your challenge, because guess what? You are too much in your comfort zone. And you're like, oh my God, this is so cozy here. I'm just going to stay here. It's like, well, no, bro, you need to do something else. You know, I'm surprised you don't have the tower here. Like, literally, I'm really surprised. So let me see in the near future why you have that Queen of Swords. Oh boy. Yep. Well, Queen of Swords, you're not going to shut up, that's for sure. Or someone around you is not going to shut up. Let's see if it's you, first of all. Oh boy. Hermit, Scorpio, jeez Louise. Oh my God. Yep. Okay. Let me tell you about the outcome. The outcome is to succeed. But the outcome is to succeed if you apply everything that I just said. All right. So why you had that Queen of Swords is because you have this radical way to do things. You have this radical way to say things. And here, the Hermit is here because he wants you to take a break. He wants you to take accountability for some stuff. And he puts the light on. And that Queen of Swords, you got to stop being maybe perhaps a little cold and radical from time to time. You have a lot of experience, fine. But that's what the Hermit is telling you here. And because you have so many grudges, oh my God, you still with those grudges. 2026 is the fire horse, and there's no way, Jose, to be with nostalgia and past stuff. If you are, oh my God, 2027 is going to be a disaster for you, because you need to just leave the past in the past. And this is exactly what you have with the Scorpio here. This is exactly this. It's like, no, you leave the past in the past. The grudges, etc., etc., just don't stop. This is exactly what it is here. And if you work on everything and you apply everything what I just said, you are going to succeed. Well, first of all, for yourself, personally speaking, deep inside of you, yes, you will succeed. All right, let's do the decans. First, second, and third. And if you're on a cusp, you have more messages. And there's the love department after. And then I use Dancing in the Dark Tarot for a few cards, bonus cards at the end. All right, first decan, second decan. And did I, yeah, if you're on a cusp, you have more messages. Yeah, I just said it. Okay. All right, first. Ooh, I love it. Well, first decan is pretty sweet. Yep. You're absolutely using some sort of sweetness, and there's a magical vibe, and you're just like, okay, you know, you find solutions everywhere. You're like, this is what it's all about. Life. Second decan. Taurus in the house. All right, so second decan, it's really easy. It's very crystal clear. You need to take a break. You need to re-energize to be able to create again. And the fact that you are going to take a break, maybe you might travel by yourself, or I'm not sure, you know, whatever, but this is going to re-energize your brain and your creativity. And so when you come back, you're gonna be like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And even when you travel, maybe you're gonna have a book and sketch and, you know, write ideas or whatever, but it's going to help you tremendously. All right, third decan. Oh, Scorpio again. Yep. Here we go. See, third decan? This is exactly what it is. If you leave the past in the past once and for all, and you work on everything to just poof, you are going to regain a tremendous confidence and self-esteem and all that stuff, because yeah, it is linked. Therefore, if you don't work on that, you're not gonna have it. You're not gonna regain self-esteem, etc. You know, if your dad always verbally humiliated you as an adult, guess what? Every time someone says something and it's not your dad anymore, it's somebody else in the supermarket, at the dentist, at the gas station. Oh boy, here we go. And then you're someone that needs a lot of validation. Of course, you were humiliated all your childhood. See how it works? Yeah. All right. Love department. I've been there, so I know. The love department. Let's see. If you're in a relationship, 3 cards. Three cards. Love department. Alors, if you are in a relationship, you might get some news that are going to help you actually to heal from this particular topic. And it's actually going to really help you, because it's going to open some sort of path for you to continue for your healing and you know, go consult and everything, you know. So it's actually pretty cool. And if you're really in a relationship, but it's also because it's connected also regarding your relationship, your marriage, your whatever. And so it's super duper important indeed that you recognize that, identify that, and then continue to be able to heal and find a solution and be like, okay, you know. All right. If you're single and happy, Pisces. You're single and happy. Oh boy. Well, okay, so if you're single and happy, of course, role can be reversed, but so you might maybe possibly change your mind. Okay. But also it's because you are going to visit someone, or someone is going to come and visit you, and they're going to declare something. And they're going to be like, oh my God, I'm in love with you, and da-da-da. And maybe it's someone that you kind of know for a little bit, you know. So you're sort of at a crossroad of a decision here, even though you're single and happy. Yeah. Yeah, it's not that you're doubting, but you're like, okay, am I ridiculous for wanting to be single and happy? You know what I mean? It's very much possible. There's something like that. And if you're looking for love, Pisces, let's see what's up. If you're looking for love. Alors, if you're looking for love, well, if you're looking for love, maybe possibly you've been dating. So either a bunch of coffee dates with different people, or maybe one or two people, or only one person, whatever. But you're not healed yet. And you're sort of observing, very much so. So don't control too much. Because if you're like super psycho rigid about red flags and you're like, oh my God, you're not even breathing because you're like observing too much and maybe like creating some sort of scenarios or whatever. So just be careful with that. But also because you realize also that a relationship is also all about, cutting the apple in two and put a little water in your wine and temper things, And I don't think you're ready for that yet. So I don't think you healed fully. And you just say, oh my God, I've been so happy being single for like X amount of time. And you realize that. And you observe also, because I have the feeling, I have this image of you at a coffee, at a terrace of a cafe or whatever, and you kind of like observing couples and such. And you know what I mean? That's exactly what it is. And you're like, oh my God, I'm so happy I'm by myself. Literally, like sometimes, you travel by yourself and such, and maybe you're going to end up in Spain, at a very romantic beach, and there's couples and stuff, and you're like, oh my God, I wish I could be with somebody, and go. And then you go to another place and you have like 2 or 3 couples that are not even connected, and it's a disaster. And you go to the hotel, you go back to the hotel and you're like, yeah, I think I'm just happy single, Oh my God. All right, Dancing in the Dark, 3 cards. Yep. Sometimes it's all lovey-dovey and you're like, oh, I wish I could be with somebody. And sometimes you're like, oh, oh my God, I love it. All right, you have the Empress in the back of the deck and the 6 of Cups. Ooh. And Pisces, remember, I know you're already conditioned on this platform. Don't forget to like, to share, to leave a comment. And it helps to diffuse what I do. And if there's a boost, I don't know, somewhere you click on it, it's free. And it helps to diffuse what I do, like I said. And I thank you in advance. Ooh, the Sun. Yes. All right. So we have the King of Swords again. Jesus. Yep. The near future with that Queen of Swords. And you have the Knight of Cups. All right. So I have the feeling that some of you are going to try to like, I'm not sure, like, all about the charm and all about, but I really feel the radical stuff. I really do. So I'm not sure if it's for yourself or if it's for other people. But that's why the Sun is here, to be like, whoa, hey, you gotta slow that crap down, And I understand that you're like very meticulous perhaps, and you want quality, and because Venus is here, the Empress is here, and you have a lot of experience and but it doesn't allow you to be an a-hole or to be arrogant, So it's a lot about equilibrium, Pisces, in September. Very, very much so. Yep. Very much so. I thank you for your presence, always, your support, and I wish you the very best always, Pisces. And don't forget, I post on the very regular on my channel. So I'll see you there, and especially in the short section. See ya.